Scrapes make scraping Google search results easy. First, we'll go to Google and we'll enter a search term that we'd like to scrape the results for. In this example, we'll use the term Google. We now scroll down to the search results, and now we'll click on the Scrapes icon on the top right of Chrome. Then we'll click on the Create a Sitemap button. The Scrapes icon will only appear if you have the Scrapes Chrome extension installed. A link to a video showing how to install the Scrapes extension can be found in the video description. Scraping any website with Scrapes begins with the creation of a sitemap. Now we'll click on Add Row. A row tells Scrapes what information we want on each row of our spreadsheet that Scrapes will generate once it's done scraping the page. We can click on the Select button to select one search result, because each row in our spreadsheet will represent a search result. Now that we've selected one search result, Scrapes will prompt us to select another. So we'll click on the Select Another button and we'll select another search result. Now Scrapes allows us to preview all the search results it's found. So we'll click on Preview and we'll see all of the search results highlighted. Now we can click on Text to add a text selector. We'll give the selector the heading Title because we'll use it to select the title of each search result. Now we can click on Select Another and select another title, and now we can preview this selector. We'll see that Scrapes has found all of the titles for all of these search results. Now we can click on Add Selector and we can click on Text again. And this selector will select the description of each search result. We can click on Select and we can select the description of each of these search results. And we can preview this one. So we'll see that Scrapes has found all of the descriptions. Now we'll click on Link URL to add a link URL selector. This selector will select the URL a link points to. We'll call this the URL, and we'll select the link that the title points to. And we'll click here, and we'll select another one. And now we'll see that Scrapes has found all of the links the titles point to. If we used a text selector instead of a link URL selector, Scrapes would extract the text that is displayed on the screen rather than the URL the links point to. We can now export this sitemap, and we'll call this our Google Search Sitemap. And we can click on Export. Now Scrapes will show us the sitemap in the sitemap list. Now we can click on Scrape and we'll be taken to the scrape form. We'll name the scrape job Google Search Test. Under Site List, we'll enter the URL we were just at. We'll leave all the other settings default in this example. Now we'll create a job. The status of this job is pending. In a few seconds, the status should change to running. Now the job status is running. Once Scrapes is done scraping the web page, the status should change to completed, and we'll be able to download the results. Now that the job status is complete, we can download the results as either a CSV or an XLSX. In this case, I'll download it as an XLSX and open it in Excel. As we can see, Scrapes found all the search results on the first page. Now, what if we wanted to scrape more than just the first page of Google? We can use interact fields to scrape more than just one page. So we'll go back to Scrapes, we'll click on Sitemaps, and we'll click on Modify, so we can edit this sitemap that we have already created. And we'll go here, and we'll go to google.com, and we'll go to Google again, as we were. Now we can click on Add Interactor to add a loop interactor. And we can put this row inside of this loop interactor, and we can say we want to repeat this 5 times, for example. Now we can click on Add Interactor, and we can add a click interactor, and we'll scroll down, click on Select, and click on the Next button. Now we'll put this click interactor underneath the row inside of the loop. What this sitemap now does is, first it'll scrape all the search results on the page, and then click the next button, and then go back to the beginning of the loop, and it will do this 5 times. We can change the number of times it does it by changing this value here, and each time it iterates, it will scrape one more page. I only wanted to scrape 5 pages, and so the number 5 is good enough. We'll click on Export, and then we'll just replace our existing sitemap. Now we can scrape with this sitemap, and we'll use the name Google Search Test again, and we'll put in this URL of the page that we were just at, and we'll click on Create a Job. Now this job status is pending, and in a little bit it'll change to running, and then to completed like our first job did. Okay, now that this job has changed to completed, we can download the results as an XLSX again. And we'll open them up in Excel. And we'll see that multiple pages of Google search results have been scraped. In this case, 5.